Hello, this is Mrs. Mehdi, and I'm going to show you some things that can go wrong with your graph or that would cause your graph to not work right. Okay, so here's some data right here about how tall some people are and how high they jumped. And this is totally made up because there's nobody 9 feet tall at our school. Anyway, so if you went and you just took all your data like this and you tried to graph it, so here I selected all the data and then I'm going to go over here to the little graph button. See that insert chart and it looks like a little tiny bar chart. If I press that, ordinarily that would make a graph. But it says no data and it's confused and you say, oh, and I've had people over and over and over coming to me in previous times saying like, why doesn't it work? This stupid machine does not work. Well, the machine is confused. Okay, so you can't make a graph out of this because there's no numbers. All right. As far as the computer is concerned, if there are letters in a cell, that means it's not a number. Okay. Because sometimes we write things in cells that aren't numbers, like we'd say, oh, it's July 22nd. That's not like a number. Okay. It's mixed, so it's confused. So it can't treat it like a number if there are letters in there. Okay, so that's why you're getting no data. It's confused. It says, well, there are no numbers. There's nothing to graph. Okay, so I'm going to pause this and take some of these out and see what happens that could also be a problem for you. Hold on. Okay, now I've taken out some of the letters, but it's still, and so now you've got a graph, but it's still, the letters are messing it up. Okay, because as you can see, there's only 1, 2, 3 things that are in here because there's only 1, 2, 3. Oh, well, there should be 4. Some things that are not in here. So that's why this is not working right. Okay, so I'm going to take out all the letters. So in this part right here, except for your headers, there should be no letters unless those are categories. Okay, so I'm going to take all these out now, and I won't make you watch. Hold on. Okay, now I've taken out all the letters from the number cells here, and I'm going to try this again, see how it works. So I'm going to select all these data now, including the headers, so the computer knows what the names of these things are. And then I'm going to hit this button again, the Insert Chart button, and now let's see what happens. Okay, so this is working better now. This is working better. So I can see now that it sees that this x-axis, person's height, it sees the first thing that you put here, the first column, it's going to make into the x-axis usually, unless you tell it not to. Okay, so these are all going in order. These are things for you to look at. So that's good. And now it goes up this way, and then it's separated out. It says jump height 1 and jump height 2, so because that's the 2 trials that this person did. So this is pretty good. There's still some things you'd have to fix, like this is a terrible title, and there's no label on the y-axis, but at least now you got a graph and all your data are in it, and you can check and see because you can count and see how many dots there are, because like this is one pair, 9 foot and then 4. So I'm see like 9 foot and then here's 1 4. And look, it shows you. And 9 foot number 5. So that's this one and this one. So those are both there. So if I'm looking to see, there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different heights where there's something. And so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the 5th one? Oh, I have 2 for 6. Oh, okay. That's why. It's covering those up. Okay. So that's not great. But that's how it is sometimes when it shows up. So there might be a different way you would want to show that since these people are the exact same height. Okay, but that's something that can go wrong is if there are letters in your data that will mess it up unless they're categorical data. Okay? Okay.